I'm Vernon. I won the NAAC non-pro today on my horse Gunnersrufride, and I am from Ashland, Wisconsin. He's really cool. Tom McCutcheon started him. He showed him as a 3-year-old and 4-year-old, and then we took him over this year. I've only got about 4 shows on him because this year was a little messed up for show season, but he's really cool. He was actually bred on our barn. I actually showed his mom here 11 years ago in the youth, in the 13 and under. Yeah, we've been showing our own babies now for a couple years, and it's been really cool. I ride and my cousin rides, another cousin-in-law rides, and my sister-in-law rides. So a lot of sisters and cousins. Honestly, I was just coming here to just run in and have fun and finish out the year strong. He ran in, he stopped huge, he turned huge, so leaving the center I just could not stop smiling because I knew he was just there for me, just ready to go. And we ran our circles great. He came back awesome, came around and we had 3 huge stops, so I couldn't stop shaking just waiting to hear my score. I knew it was going to be a good one. We marked a 226 and I did not think it was going to be that high. I'm still in shock now. I'm going to show him again next year and hopefully come back down here and do the same thing. I want to thank Tom McCutcheon. He started him as a 3-year-old. I want to thank my grandma because I wouldn't be here today without her. She had us on horses before we could even walk. Larry Caston started us off in the reining program and his son Jeff. And now Tan and Christina Boys are still keeping us going every day. Brian Wellman also works with us a lot. So we kind of get a little bit from everybody, and it's great. You really learn a lot from everybody. Yeah, the North Central, we're all like a huge family. I mean, we're hugging each other, we're rooting for everybody. It's great. I couldn't ask for a better facility and group to work with. I also want to thank my dad and my uncles for getting us here, purchasing our horses, keeping us going. I want to thank my mom. She's been watching my daughter the whole time we've been down here. I have a little 9-month-old daughter. And I want to thank my fiance for all of his support down here. He's not a horse person at all, and as soon as we got engaged, my dad looked at him and said, "Good luck."
My name is Allison Thorson. I'm from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I rode Smart Cowboy Wiz today. He's a 7-year-old stallion by Who Is It and Little Smart Jack. I grew up showing Tennessee walking horses, and I've only been in the reining industry for the past about 2 years. And getting involved, I wanted to do something different, and reining kind of piqued my interest a little bit. I've had horses in training with the Schmersel reining horse team in Scottsdale, Arizona for the past 2 years as well, right when I got into it. And with them, they kind of helped pick out horses that molded me as they watched my riding. And Cowboy, that I won with today, is one of those horses that we purchased. We purchased him last summer, and within a month of purchasing him, I actually showed him here at the Derby last year, and we won the green class. This year at the Derby, we won one of the slates of rookie, and we were co-champions. And here we are again back in the Adequan Arena in Oklahoma City, and the luck came again for the third time, and I'm really grateful for that. He was very solid today. He's always been a solid horse. That's why him and I are so good together as a team, because even if I make a mistake as a rider, he's right there underneath me. I think big pluses today, his turns were probably the best I've ever shown him anywhere. And we got our stops down and rollbacks pretty good. And so we kind of put together things that sometimes I hit or miss on. And it's normally the rider, but I love this horse so much. He's a beautiful, beautiful stud. And I'm just grateful to be here in this moment. I wanted to do something different. I loved horses so much, but I needed another challenge. Reining, kind of you could say, is a lot like dressage or jumping or even the sport of golf, where things look so simple. Oh, you just go in a circle. Oh, you just turn. Oh, you just run and stop. But there is so much finesse, so much detail, so much every day having to tune in and deal with diversity as well. I mean, some days you can put it all together, and some days it just falls apart. But that's the beauty of it, is to be in this moment. There's also been a lot of highs and lows to get here, and that's the part of the beautiful journey of it. And I think the reining industry as a whole does a wonderful job. I graduated out of the green division last year. Here I'm in the rookie division, and with this win today, I'm graduating out of rookie. You're learning these steps of details and finesse and how to ride correctly as you go up the ladder.
Hi, I'm Logan Lindberg. This is my horse, Custom Banjo. I'm here co-champion for NAAC rookie and rookie of the year. I'm 17 years old. I'm a junior in high school, Camp Lindo. I've been reining for probably about 10 or so years, just riding horses and competing really for 2 years. This is Brad. Call him Brad. It's a pretty basic name. That's the name he came with, and it's bad luck to change their name. So You know, he's a great horse, and he's done this all for me. He knows his job, and yeah, I'm really fortunate to be riding this great horse. He's 11. You know, just hard work and a lot of great coaching. My parents, I owe it all to my parents and some great coaches who helped me. My trainer is Liz Ramestorfer, and she's helped me a lot in Idaho at the affiliate and past year or two, and also here in Oklahoma. She's really helped me with this horse and getting to know this horse a lot, and just making me a better rider and, you know, clicking with this horse. Oh, absolutely. I was definitely very nervous, and when I came out, was definitely not expecting that. So I'm just happy that I'm here and got to show a great horse. Oh, this is a huge deal. I mean, I've just been with the weekend shows, you know, in California. This is about the furthest I've ever gone and competed, so this is the biggest score I think I've ever gotten. And triple judge too, so it makes it even bigger. I just kept coming around on the circles, and I saw everyone smiling, so I knew something was going on. It didn't really faze me in the run, but when I saw them smiling, I had a huge smile on my face too. My horse is Banjo Whiz and Custom Bobby.
Hi, I'm Ericlden, and I am from Wellington, Florida, and I just won the NAAC Primetime Rookie. My horse is actually my husband's horse, and his name is Dungit Nickadool, and he's by Mr. Nickadool out of Gotta Get You Done, who it's a very special pedigree. He's had lots of siblings that have done quite well. But he is absolutely perfect. He really should be doing the interview, and we've had him for about 4 years, and my husband rides him daily, and we used to show him, and he let me show him for this year. So this has been a wonderful finish, very exciting. Well, we got involved with reining kind of accidentally. We were looking for a horse for my husband, and we found one through Mandy McCutcheon over the telephone. And she sent us this horse that I did not know Mandy personally. And we purchased this horse, which was a lovely horse named TR Chick Magnet, which was quite a winner himself. And we actually didn't know about reining. And so we got the horse, and we actually didn't really know how to ride him. We're both riders, but we didn't know how to ride a reiner. So she gave us the number of our trainer, Dave Moore, who lives about an hour south of us in Florida. And he has been coming up and giving us lessons every week, and sometimes more, which is a great opportunity for us because we work. My husband's a horse doctor, so he's very busy all the time. We started with Dave when he was 70 years old, and we were hooked, and we did a lot of showing, and Dave has been fabulous with first my husband, and then I got a horse. And this horse of a lifetime showed up through Dave and Mandy McCutcheon about 4 years ago, almost 5. May it'll be 5 years ago. So my husband is now 80 and hopes to go back to showing him again next year. I'd like to thank my husband for allowing me to show this magnificent horse. And Dave Moore, and Dave Moore reining.
My name is Colt Mitchell, and I'm from Cuba, Missouri, and my horse's name is Playgun Chickalina. And I have just won the NRHA Futurity Short Stirrup class. 3rd time in a row, so this is actually my last short stirrup run that I'm ever going to make, so I went out with a bang.
My name's Amy Mitchell, and I am Colt Mitchell's mom. And this has been a really special futurity for us. This is his last year in short stirrup.
His barn name is Wes, and we've been together probably 5 years, and he's just great. We've had him since he was probably 3. He's just a great horse. He's my favorite. He's like 17 or 18 now. He's old, he's fat, and he's officially retired now. So he's just great. He does every maneuver rock solid.
He's been really great for our kids to learn to ride, but he's also challenging. He's not super easy. He looks easy, but he's not, which I think has made my kids better riders.
he is going to go out the pasture and live a good life, and I'm probably going to start on the younger horses and going to go into 13 and under. I knew I'd get a high score. I didn't know if it would be winning score, but I was a little surprised. But when I went in, I looked at my dad and I said, I'm going to get a 225. And I went in and I tried my best to do that, and I got it. We are self-taught pretty much. My dad's our trainer, and usually he helps sometimes. I usually just train on my own for the show. He helps me all the time, but he's such a great trainer. I wouldn't pass him to anybody. My parents used to do the pleasure horses, and they started doing reining because my sisters were probably 5 or 6, and they said, Dad, we'd rather lose at reining than win in pleasure. So we started reining horses, and I grew up with it, and I've been showing reining horses since I was old enough to sit on a horse. So first of all, I'd like to thank the good Lord above for keeping me safe, and my whole family for helping me out and just everything they can do for me. So I'm pretty happy.
Hi, I'm Carlea McCoy. This is the Wister, and I just won the NAAC Youth 14 to 18. We call him Wister, and Danny Tremblay trained him as a 3-year-old. My dad started showing him as, I think, a 4-year-old, and throughout my horse's Derby years. And then once he aged out, he tried him for the WEG teams, and he made the teams. It didn't really work out as well as we wanted it to. So he's been off for a little while, and so now I'm getting to show him a little bit. Wister is hard because no matter how you train him, he always shows the same. He always goes in there and he knows his job, and he's really good at his job, and he makes it a lot of fun. Yeah, he always tries his hardest. The worst thing he'll do is try a little too hard, so he's always great. He always gets ready for the stops a little bit sooner than I would like him to, but if you just tell him to drive through it, he always tries to do whatever you tell him. Debbie Brown is my trainer. She's helped me since I've started reining. She's really great. She's very patient with me. She's taught me a lot, and she makes it fun, She's not super hard on me, and she just makes it fun to do. Well, I do the hunters and jumpers also, and hunters and jumpers is a little bit more of a full-time thing for me, so I don't get to do the reining quite as much as I'd like to at home. So I think it's great to have one like Wister that teaches me a lot, and he probably does this a lot better than me, so he makes it really fun. Hunters and jumpers definitely couldn't be more different, but they both teach me about the other sport because I feel like I've gotten a better feel from doing the hunters and jumpers, and I feel like I can connect better with my horse doing both disciplines and feeling just all different kinds of horses. It all helps. Not being able to do reining as much as I wish I could just because of the hunters and jumpers It feels great to be able to have a great team and a great horse to be able to go in there and have a good run. It's just a good feeling. I'm a freshman and I do online school. Hopefully in the next few years I definitely would want to get some top placings at the major events and the Charity Derby, NRBC, and just do well, maybe be in the top 20 non-pros and be successful. I'd like to thank my parents for sure, and then my grandparents, Tim and Carlea McCoy.
My name's Madison Rayfus. I'm from Citrus, Florida. My horse's name is Wizen Boonsmall, and I won the 13 and under NAAC. Peter is a 8-year-old gelding that I've had for over 3 years now, and I have accomplished a lot of goals and dreams on him, and he's just been an amazing horse for me. I won the limited non-pro world championship last year. I also won the limited non-pro here last year, the NAAC. I've won the AQHA Ranch Riding World Championship on him in the 13 and under. I showed at the Run for a Million on him. He's made a lot of dreams come true. I think just from having him so long, I have a really good bond with him, and my mom likes to say he would never do it for another soul. He is always there for me. He is, I really don't know how to explain him, but he's just an amazing horse, and from having him so long, I think I've created a really good bond with him, and he loves me a lot. I love him more than he will ever know, and he's pretty special. It was really good. It was the last show of the year, so I showed him in the non-pro on Tuesday. He marked a 222 for me. He was absolutely amazing, and I felt bad for bringing him back out, but he was there for me again, and he was just really good for me. It's very special to be able to say that you have won this. It's a very tough competition. It's very fun to be able to go in there and show. I won this class last year here, and I have one more chance next year to win it till I'm 14th or 18th, so it's just really, really exciting to be able to win this. I'm 13 years old, I'm in 8th grade, and I have a lot of goals next year. I have a 4-year-old next year. I have, well, 2 4-year-olds. We just got one here that I'm hoping to show next year. I have one that I showed in the Futurity this year that for the Derbies next year also, and then I have a 2-year-old that's coming 3 next year also. My goal next year, my biggest goal is to hit 100,000 in earnings. I'm about 30,000 away from that, so I'm hoping that I can accomplish that goal. Yes, I especially like to thank my parents. They are the best people. They are always there for me. They provide everything for me for everything, and they allow me to do this. I'd like to thank the entire MR barn for all the fun times we have and everything they do for me. I would like to thank Bud Lion. I stayed at his place before the World Show, or after the World Show. He helped me some getting ready for this show. My parents were still at home. And I would like to thank my family at home for always cheering me on.